Mine's just starting now.
Welcome to Sack to the Future 1963, week number 2, the final game of week number 2. And boy, you are in for a treat, because not only do you have the angry broadcaster, me, Cares 89, you also have the enjoyable tones of the man who throws more interceptions in one game than I do in an entire season and still manages to beat me, John M.
Yeah.
And of course, you have the dulcet tones, the relaxing tones of one Vinny X Wolf.
Hello there.
And so
You whisper in your ear while you try to go to sleep.
that's right.
Not creepy at all.
Do you want a rocket ride?
He'll whisper things like Jim and Kelly is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Which he was.
Trent Edwards is not a bad quarterback.
Trent Edwards was a bad quarterback.
Yeah, well, I know. That trade between the Cowboys and the Bills, J.P. Lossman for a #1 pick, was awesome.
Oh, no, we don't even want to get into a J.P. Lossman discussion because, yeah.
You know who J.P.
Worst
Lossman
draft
turned
pick
into?
ever. No, who's... I don't even want to know who was it.
Some outside linebacker named DeMarcus Ware.
Nice.
Hey, wait. Wasn't he supposed to be at DN?
Well, he was. He ended up being a DM, but...
Oh, did they end up dropping him back, or was that like before? I don't know.
No, Dallas switched to a 3-4 under Parcells.
Nice looking... I like the white on white look for the Steelers. Those are crisp. This is a rare game where both uniforms are historically accurate. EA does... EA...
As close as we can get.
Well, like in the showcase game we just finished, the Jets helmet logo was wrong. Everything else was right for both teams. Just the Jets helmet logo was off. Because they had a weird looking helmet logo in 63.
Well, that was a bad busted play. And Brown's off to a 75-yard start.
Oh my goodness, Jim Brown. All right, well, let's talk about running backs. We talked quarterbacks in the last game. If you guys have the time to concentrate, greatest running back of all time. Obviously, we just saw him go for 75 yards. But prove me wrong that there's somebody better than Jim Brown.
Peyton, Walter Payton.
You know what? That's a close. If there's a 1A, Walter Payton is 1A and Barry Sanders is 1B in my mind. Now, I know you as a Cowboy fan.
I think Barry Sanders, if he had an extended career and was treated right, yeah.
Well, we had the discussion in the Blast and Pass game. If you switch Barry Sanders and Emmett Smith, how are the careers? And I say Barry Sanders, without a doubt in my mind, led the league in rushing. Because he does not retire after 99. He doesn't. He sticks around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was only... How many years did he have in? Like 4?
He was a rookie in 90, so he played 10 years, but he walked away early.
Barry Sanders was a rookie in 89.
89. So would he retire after 98 or 99? I think after 98.
99.
Okay, so 11 years. There is a problem, and this is EA Sports' fault. The Steelers jerseys aren't right. There should be stripes on the sleeves, and that's EA Sports screwing that up.
Weird. They were showing for the thing when I selected them. Wait, there's
a couple players that have them. Yeah, some of the players do have them.
Weird.
Huh?
I don't get that, but
it's almost like they're wearing an entirely different jersey too, because the numbers look different on the guys that have the sleeves. It's, you know what it looks like to me? It looks like the JV high school team that the uniforms don't perfectly match.
Right.
Well, now Ed Brown, the quarterback of the Steelers, is a former Bear. Now, obviously, as a Buffalo Bills fans, I have a couple on my team that could be in the conversation, but for different reasons. O.J. Simpson is pure speed. And Thurman Thomas is an all-around back. Jesus. Oh.
Well, Dallas has two that at least can be in the top 10 argument.
Two, I would, obviously Dorsett and Smith. I would think that had Dwayne Thomas's career, had he not been such a, well, it's almost say social media anxiety, that Dwayne Thomas might have been able to have that kind of career. Not social media. What am I saying? Anxiety. Yeah. Social anxiety.
See, that's like my comparison. Well, I guess comparison or philosophical comparison of Tom Brady playing for any other team but the New England Patriots, and does he do as good as he did?
It depends on the team. I mean, if you're talking Buffalo Bills, no. But if you put him on the Green Bay Packers, yeah, and maybe they only have one coach in this period instead of multiple coaches. Because they've had injuries have played part of that role in Green Bay, but they've also had, consistency at quarterback.
Right. See, I point to the example of Matt Castle to disprove that the Brady goats out there that Brady went down and Matt Castle had a Brady year.
Yeah.
Granted, they didn't go to the Super Bowl, but he still put up Brady numbers.
Got himself a contract with the
Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs, yep.
The Chiefs. And then he fell the hell off.
Well, he did take the Chiefs to the
future
playoffs.
Cowboy.
Yeah,
future Cowboy with that reception right there, buddy. No.
Oh. What the hell happened there? How is that not an incomplete pass?
Awesome. Another injured player.
Oh, who is it? This Bill Glass. Abdominal tear. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, but Tears has had a bad run of injuries this week.
That means every game I played this week, I've had an injured player. Every game.
They're not reviewing that, so that's good. Well, good for the Browns.
Yeah.
This is a rare treat, though, having two Hall of Fame running backs in the same game. So that's where the discussion comes from. But nobody could compare John Henry Johnson to Jim Brown as far as careers go. And Johnson's most of his work was already behind him at this point when he was with the 49ers.
Yeah, the offensive line ain't quite cutting it for me with Johnson right now.
No, but he did get 200 yards. But it was against the Broncos.
Had 2 rushes for 107 yards, so he's already tearing it up.
Your 200-yard game might turn out to be smoke and mirrors because you were playing the Broncos. And Phantom was typing something, but I don't know. I don't know if he's going to get on or watch one of the broadcasts. I'm watching both, so.
I was gonna say I got 2 according to the little number there, but
no, I'm one of them.
I got 1, so
you might be the other. That's me. I'm watching both. I got Tears broadcast on my TV and John's on my computer. It's like picture in picture though, because I'm right in front of the TV with the laptop.
And on his cell phone, he's got.
Checking out the other YouTube uploads, see how the Raw reunion show went. So the nuclear power plant didn't need you tonight, huh?
Yeah, 21 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 2008 for Matt Castle. Yeah, that wasn't the year that Brady went down, was it? I forget.
2008, that was the year.
Was that
week
the year?
1 against the Chiefs. Nope, it was against the Chiefs, ironically.
It was against the Chiefs, yeah. Yeah, okay. No, not quite the same. There's a 29.
Oh, there's Phantom Fighter.
What the hell happened there? So, got really quiet all of a sudden. Oh, I hit my little thing here.
Can you hear everybody on my...
Yeah, Brady is way better, but Matt Castle still had a pretty decent year. But I'm telling you right now, Brady is not the GOAT. Brady is the product of the system he was in. I still argue that Peyton Manning is the GOAT.
I got into an argument one time with a guy over the Tom Brady GOAT thing, and he's a Dolphin fan, so it was really weird that he was siding with Brady, and his reasoning was the championships. So I brought up Otto Graham. He's like, well, you can't compare the two eras because there's much more competition now. I said, that's bullshit, because in the 50s, 40s, and 50s,
Brady
when
wouldn't
Otto
survive
Graham,
back then.
well, it's not only that, but when Otto Graham was going to the championship every year, there were 12 teams, so all 12, you think of the 12 best quarterbacks in the NFL right now, they were the quarterbacks in the 50s. You know, you had the 12 best at everything. You didn't have 32 watered down. Guy like J.P. Lossman, who doesn't deserve to sniff a jockstrap on a football field, starting quarterback for a football team. That didn't happen.
Regular season GOAT versus clutch GOAT? I don't know how you decipher that, but I mean, yeah, sure, he's probably got clutch, more clutch wins or whatnot, but isn't Brady, or not Brady, isn't Peyton one of the only quarterbacks to win the Super Bowl with more than one team?
Peyton Manning is the only one to win Super Bowls with more than one team. There are three that have started: Craig Martin, Peyton Manning, and Kurt Warner, but Manning is the only one to win Super Bowls with more than one team.
Right. Oh, God, no coverage. What is going on here? And that was with a broken neck, too, wasn't it?
What was what?
Peyton Manning?
Was that after his, was that after his broken neck or before?
Yeah, he won the Super Bowl. The Colts let him go because of the neck injury.
Right.
Oh, Bray Wyatt attacked Mick Foley tonight on Raw. Good for him. That's a good move.
But Brady had a rule made so he couldn't get tackled.
Yeah, the Brady rule.
Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure that right there pretty much solidifies it. All right, I'm about to wake up and figure something out here.
Yeah, it's 13-0. You missed the extra point?
Yeah.
I just noticed that.
He shanked it. Speaking of shanks, the nuclear power plant, they discovered a weapon tonight.
That's an odd place to have a weapon.
I know, you're not supposed to have those in the nuclear power plant.
I think we'll have to talk about that after the broadcast. Speaking of...
there's got to be somebody out there that's sitting there laughing at our asses when we talk about the nuclear power plants.
Five for 5. God.
That's all right. I was going pretty good earlier, and then he kicked my butt.
Well, he had a 14-0 lead, and I was able to fight back because of the John M. mistakes.
Yeah.
That pop up.
The fourth downs, the turnovers.
It's the only reason the Cardinals have a victory over the Giants.
Ed Brown the GOAT?
Average condition Super Mario Brothers sells for $22,000.
What?
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Whoa,
for
Jesus,
the NES.
that was just terrible. That's all right. That
Del
gamer
Shuffner.
chick on Twitch sold her bathwater for $30 a pop. 500
Yeah, what the
bottles,
hell are people
and
thinking?
sold out.
What?
They're desperate for attention. Oh yeah, they sold out. She sold $15,000 worth of bath water.
I'll tell you what, right now, if anybody wants to buy my bath water, I will bottle it and sell it. I don't take bath
she's also
so.
got. I did a little bit more research too. She's also got a Patreon.
Yep.
With a private Snapchat and all that crap.
Oh,
her top,
of course she does.
Her top tier Snapchat, $2,500 a month. She's got 4,500 followers on Snapchat, so how many of those guys are paying that much?
Jeez. Yeah. Who is this chick?
Some gamer chick on Twitch. Belle Daphne or something.
Gorgeous?
No, she's cute, but not worth $2,500 a month just to look at your Snapchat.
You know, they're not looking to look at her Snapchat, they're looking to look at her snapper.
Well, yeah. But I don't care what chick you are on this planet, your snapper's not worth $2,500 a month to look at.
No. No, people are ridiculously stupid out there in the land of... How did we go from greatest running backs of all time to looking at Snapchat?
It's
very carefully.
This is the beauty of our conversations. They can really take a wild turn, especially when John M's involved.
Oh God, I look up so much weird shit. But if I didn't do this, then I would totally have a boring life. I blame the fact that I had to take abnormal psychology in college.
And that's the end of the first quarter with the Cleveland Browns leading the Pittsburgh Steelers 13-0.
But yeah, did the math on the whole Snapchat thing. If all of her follows on Snapchat were paying the top end tier, that's $10 million a month.
This go show is a hot chick.
My buddy at the nuclear power plant, who we call Shorty, is asking, what can he do to do that? And I says, well, you're kind of like a leprechaun, so you could probably go with the Lucky Charms.
Oh wow, I just got a comment on one of my on one of our games.
Oh, cool.
1920 blast from the past, Cleveland Tigers, Akron Pros. At 74 minutes in, we got a comment from a Blake Schoolcraft. Wow, it's the missed field goal, LOL. Well, thanks for watching, Blake Schoolcraft. Hope you enjoyed. And it was probably...
Oh my God!
John's missed field goal.
Huh. Yeah, probably. That barely missed.
Oh my God!
Kicking is not working well for you right now.
Lou Groza, of course, at this point, how old is Lou Groza at this one? Let me click on him. I do have the roster.
5,250 years old, apparently.
Yes.
I like it. Sounds like something I would have said.
Age 39.
I was going to say 70.
For kicker, that shouldn't be that bad for kicker, but
I keep hitting the button that says stop, and it keeps going right past, and the very decent sized box, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, we're still talking about snappers and boxes.
Brown's on fire, Phantom says, as he's jumped on the other broadcast now, too.
No, he's on both of them.
Super Mario's, is that the GOAT? Yes, Super Mario Brothers is the greatest of all time as far as video game franchises, and the fact that I left Nintendo 20 years ago and I still play the old ones, the NES and the Super NES, to play Mario Brothers.
He ran into me!
It was defensive.
He ran into me! God.
I was wondering the same thing. I figured that would have been offensive. Get in rhythm, complete 5 passes.
Oh my God.
What do you guys think is the greatest video game of all time? That's a good conversation for a video game channels.
Gosh, that's a tough one because I mean, you got
I just ordered NFL 2K5 on PS2 to see what all the hype's about.
Dang it! Keep going. Gosh. See, like you can't just go off of like longevity because there's so many different categories with that. Even like Madden, the series has been around since what, 88?
Yeah, but there's a lot of crap games that they produce because
Right.
they don't update it.
But my point is the series has been around and they haven't failed yet, you know. But at the same time, okay, we're talking about series. And that took way too long there. Then you got other games who have been going for years and haven't changed except for expansions. Like WoW. WoW's been going since '04, and hasn't. All they've done is add expansions, and they're about to bring up classic servers. So they're still going as far as the original deal, really. I mean,
I like
so
the diversiveness of a Super Mario Brothers, and the fact that it started out as this arcade game. Well, actually, he started out as a villain in Donkey Kong, and yet now there's anything you could think of. There's a Mario version of that game, racing,
right?
tennis,
so, I mean,
golf.
That's another thing to think of. It's like Mario. He's got a series plus influence in other games.
Yeah. And a movie and a cartoon series. And Captain Lou Albano was Mario.
That movie was freaking awesome, I think. No, regardless of how cheesy it was, I don't care what any of these guys say. That movie would kick butt.
Ooh.
With Leguizamo in it and everything.
Yeah. My favorite game, and I almost wonder what would happen if they were able to keep or willing to keep making football games. Tecmo Super Bowl for the Super Nintendo, the 91 game, the second Tecmo game that came out, where they had the first year all 28 teams and the 91 season, which is one of the reasons why I love the 91 season so much, because I played it 100 times. 1,000 times, probably. You could sit down and play a whole season in like 3 days. My brother and I both. Just each pick a team, and we'd beat it to the Super Bowl within 3 days. You know.
Yep. Hold on to it. So yeah, I fell off the whole bandwagon. Interceptions and incompletions.
You've had two.
But he's not 100% anymore.
It's weird. The game on that I'm watching on my PS4 is about 2 seconds ahead of the game I'm watching on my laptop. And they both are saying they're at live.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's hurt.
Injury timeout. Well, we're not under 2 minutes, so.
Preston Carpenter.
No idea.
Oh, I recognize the names. Before you jumped into the chat, I was telling Terrence that you'll learn these Steelers as you play with them more, but
hey, another defensive lineman has got broken ribs. Fuck.
Maybe I'll be able to run by the end of the game.
Well, I don't know how many backups I have, so I don't know. I don't fucking know. Jesus.
Steve Crowder tweeted something.
Let me jump on Twitter real quick.
Oh yeah, that I was listening to that in one of the Amazing Lucas videos. You need to like read that, man. That's really. This is yeah. Yeah.
You know, even though this is the weird thing that John, you and I go back almost 20 years now since we've known each other. I find myself a lot of times rooting against you, but rooting for the other guys in the games. I don't know what it is.
Well, I don't know. I don't consider myself to be a Madden pro by any means, but... Oh, come on. Tackle him onto one. He did tackle him onto one.
Oh, he was in the end zone.
I don't know. Did you see that tweet from Crowder at all? You need to go.
I just found him. I'm clicking into his profile. I'm following him, but it wasn't.
Has to do with that trans activist. Yeah, you're going to want to.
Nope, there it is.
Hey, I got 2 points.
Yeah.
Well, first you got to read about what he was he was complaining about first, right? And then read about the event that he was getting it done for, and the stipulations around the event.
This whole country's lost his mind.
That's Canada, though.
Well, this whole world.
Yes. It wouldn't be surprising if it happened here in the U.S. It's freaking ridiculous. Essentially, they're trying to say, well, for lack of better term, and to call to call it what it is it sounds absolutely like a pedophile party, which is absolutely retarded. People allowing this crap.
Oh, man.
I mean, I don't mean to blast it out there on this stuff, but then again, we've talked about worse crap than this on these things.
Yeah.
But I thought you were going to pick that off.
Oh, you got a safety. I was busy watching Steven Crowder. I didn't see that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, because even though I caught the ball in the end zone and didn't make a move, because he tackled me out of the end zone.
Onto the one. I got lucky there.
I got put on the half-yard line.
Yeah.
By no means ever does a computer try and screw you, Terrors. It is after midnight here on the East Coast. 9 minutes after. I find myself broadcasting in some form or another more times than not when the clock strikes 12.
Oh, I think you're able to. Really?
I am able to fuck. I got 2 kids. How is that not a fumble?
So you've done it at least twice.
At least twice. Yeah.
I can't say nothing. Arguably, I've done it at least once. So
okay, we're really off the deep end now.
Yeah.
Let's try and rein this thing back in now.
Oh my gosh! Tackle him on the 1. Tackle him on the 1.
No way!
I love hearing.
Damn it! No, you're on the 20.
Oh my god!
Oh shit! Funny.
I love hearing. The thing about not being in the game, you see it happen a few seconds afterwards. So I know something's coming by your reactions, and all of a sudden I see it, and it's just fantastic.
I need to do something here.
I think Terrors was that way in the last game, although we were talking more about the podcast than we were the game.
What is that? How did he get through all of them sons of bitches?
Oh my god. It's Jim Brown.
Mm-hmm.
How many rushing yards does he have now?
Oh, he's almost around. He's got to be up about $170 now. At least.
Oh my god. What am I doing?
I don't know. Are you faking it?
I did it again!
No, but you got it in this time.
But it happened again!
Oh. You had the wind with you that time.
The wind, yeah, the wind didn't push it.
Congratulating Lou Rosa this time on connecting. 26-2. Oh.
Listen. We're getting
I know, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's.
I thought Keys might have been breaking it there. Alright, let's see what
Brady
the hell I can do
Keys. both of these quarterbacks were on other teams when Sack of the Future started. Bill Nelson of the Browns was the no, he was Los Angeles Ram, wasn't he?
Frank Ryan.
That's not Bill Nelson. Frank Ryan of the Browns. I'm looking at Bill Nelson's on the Steelers team, your future quarterback for the Browns. There. That's Ed Brown's a former Bear.
Go. Come on, you son of a hoe. Keep going. Well, he's up to 90 yards. It only took him 10 tries. Man,
Browns also have former line Jim Nanowski as the backup.
Yes.
Sure.
And the Steelers have Terry Knopfsinger, who Phantom Fighter could tell you about when he was accidentally on the Seahawks one time.
Accidentally on the Seahawks.
Yeah, the computer made a roster move that we didn't catch. Next thing you know, Knopfsinger's torching Phantom, one of his teams. I think it was the Broncos. And he ended up losing a game to an NFL starting caliber quarterback who was supposed to be on the Steelers, but we missed it.
That was also because the computer did a Hail Mary that actually worked.
Yeah. Yeah. It was insane.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta watch the games more often, John.
I know I do. I can't even watch frickin' TV shows as often as I'd like.
Yeah, I know. It's busy, especially when you're got the kids involved in summertime, they're home, and
Oh god, yeah.
I'm gonna have to sneak out for a few seconds. I have emptied my water and I need another. I'll be right back.
I'll be refilling bladder.
I almost knew you.
Go nowhere.
Okay, I'm back. 4th and 6.
I need to get in the end zone.
Had the right play call. It's just...
Throw the ball! Son of a gun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The Browns hurt.
Quarterback's injured. Son of a gun. The question is he hurt for the game, the remainder of the quarter, a play?
Now, who do you have as the backup, Knopfsinger or Nelson?
Yeah, I don't know.
Lou Michaels, the Steeler kicker.
He gets to dive in.
Well, Johnny Brewer just picked up in a trade from the Jets because he shouldn't have been there. Comes through with a big play.
Not going to let you do that again.
That John has perfected that squib kick. But I dropped I was in the onside kick recovery, and I dropped a guy back in coverage today to pick that up.
It actually worked for you.
Don't get many yards on it, yeah. Don't get many yards on it, but at least I got the ball. That's the important thing. I was a little pissed at that one onside kick you did. My guy came up to get it. I was glad he got it, but there was no reason for him to come forward. The ball was not going to go 10 yards.
Dislocated elbow.
Will not be able to return for the Knopfsinger's coming in.
Knopfsinger. Well, Phantom, are you still watching? The Legend of Terry Knopfsinger.
is about to be unleashed upon the world.
Well, the future Brown, Bill Nelson, did not get the call. It's going to go with Terry Knopfsinger. The string of Steeler quarterbacks named Terry begins with Knopfsinger. Hanratty and Bradshaw still in the future.
Well, I'm pretty sure that didn't go how I wanted it to.
The Ravens beat the Bengals. I wonder how little lasted the Bengals
come
were
on!
doing this in 62.
Jesus, that was just ugly.
Oh my! Jim Brown had a little
I think you got a little dazed and confused there. Somebody must have farted and left the gas over there. Tight ends, wow. Oh, he's going to get the first down. Oh, he's going to get closer to that.
That's a hell of a gamble.
Son of a... That's all right. That allows him to end the first half on his terms.
265 yards rushing
Jesus
on 11
Christ.
carries. Hey, Google, what is 265 divided by 11?
A lot.
24.1 yards per carry. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. That's a hell of a game.
It is Jim frickin' Brown.
True. Greatest of all time.
And we're not quite into the steel curtain yet, so.
You got Andy Russell. You got one member of the Steel Curtain. And I don't even know if you got him playing. He's not even running the right number this year. Where was he in 63? Let's see.
Oh, he got in. Ah.
I'm more nervous about this damn extra point
36.
than I am
He's
about
wearing
anything
36. And you do have a guy named Bradshaw on your team, too. Jim Bradshaw.
Yeah,
Rookie out of Tennessee Tech. No.
Alrighty.
Well, that was perfect. That extra point worked out great that time.
Oh, God, this is going to be short. It's like I want you to score before the half.
Well, we're going to try. I can't guarantee nothing, but we're going to try.
Okay, I just don't like that offensive formation at all. What the hell is this?
I don't know. Oh, he's not going to get it, though.
One, thank God. Hate this.
So
You're
at
up by
halftime,
what?
it is Cleveland
20?
33, Pittsburgh 8.
20.
It is a 25-point game.
That's it, because I can't do math in my head right now. I had to do too much math at the nuclear power plant today.
I'll make sure everybody's got electricity.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Lordy. That's still what? 3 touchdowns plus some?
It's 4 scores, because 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions are 24.
Oh, you kidding me? First throw for Knopfsinger, or whatever the hell his name is. Intercepted.
That's it.
Told you he was going to impact the world.
Terry Knopfsinger. Ross Fitchner with the interception. Fitchner in his 4th season out of Purdue.
Jesus Christ. 269 yards on 13 carries. Bend, don't brink. No touchdown. Do you know who the running back is?
Do the Browns and Oilers play this year?
Yes.
That, unless you can figure out what the hell you're doing with the Oilers in this season, and that might be real ugly.
Yeah, it could be. The Oilers just, left their shit in the locker room.
Of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't beaten the Oilers as the Browns. I've only beaten the Oilers as the Cowboys. Go figure.
I've beaten them with the Colts, and now I'm beating them with the Packers.
Ah, you motherfucker.
The motion took too long.
I forgot about that.
It happens.
I forgot. I was worried about it when I kicked the game-winning field goal. I was like, you got to give yourself enough time to let the ball go up and down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and that tie game that you got screwed on.
Yeah.
What?
It's one thing to do the ice and the kicker thing. It's another thing to have that random freaking block kick pop up right then and there. Ernie Green.
Yeah.
That's not even Jim Brown.
No, but my guy didn't grab him at all either.
Well, you know what? I got the Browns roster open. I can find out who the Browns coach is, and then that'll remind me who the Bills coach was. And if you, I don't know, Blanton Collier. So Jim Collier was the coach of the Bills when he stuck with Jack Kemp too long and didn't go to Daryl LaMonica in '66. Ed Collier? No, Jim Collier. Wait. Well, I know it's Collier. It's Blanton's the Browns coach, and he had the same name. 66. Buffalo Bills. Joe Collier. Okay.
Oh, God. This formation again.
Well,
I've
right
seen
now,
this score in
32
a
points.
I've seen this score in a football game before, 40-8. 1994 Eagles and 49ers. This was the final score in a game in which Steve Young got yanked from.
I guess one of you guys hit my guy.
Yeah, well, it was really weird. My team lined up two guys on each other. It was really weird.
Oh, yeah. That's been going on a lot lately. Keep going.
So you said 32 points. If you're alluding to the fact
I was going
that
to say 32 points, I think, is my biggest comeback.
it is the greatest comeback in NFL history as well as 32.
Yeah. It's around 32.
He scored 25 points in 4 minutes on me. I ain't even thinking this game is over.
That's true.
What? Throw. Jesus, dude, throw the ball. I had a guy wide open. I'm like, yeah, throw it. Yeah.
It's kind of interesting to see that quarterback for the Steelers wearing number 12, and it's his name is Terry.
Right.
A little foreshadowing here. Boy, the Steelers and Browns had some games in the late 70s, though. I'm reminded of an image, I can't think of who it was, that pile drove Terry Bradshaw on the top of his head. And I think it was 76.
Come on. Oh, gotta stop giving it to those guys.
Bernie Parrish with the interception.
turn up the heat, run 2 blitzes. Really? That's pretty much all I do is blitz.
That's your drive goal, is run 2 blitzes. They're really losing faith in you at this point.
Something like that.
I like what the worse and worse the game gets, the drive goal will be like, okay, hold on to the ball for 1 play.
Right?
Successfully snap the ball. We'll give you a point. Break the huddle with all 11 men going to line of scrimmage and not quitting.
Right.
You still got 306 total yards to 377.
Jesus Christ, tackle him! What the hell is this?
Right up the middle, too. Holy crap.
Right? Like, through 5 guys.
Now that was a Jim Brown run, if I've ever seen one on a video game. Chairs right there, that's the thing you've been looking for 4 seasons.
I'm half expecting him to, like, start glowing yellow and his hair to go streak orange or streak blonde. And freaking, like, Super Saiyan. He's just getting stronger the harder he fights. It's like, ah! It's not him in this time.
That didn't matter when it was Ernie Green last time.
No, it didn't.
Nor did it matter this time. Frank Ryan, 7 of 8, 95 yards.
Like the Steelers, like, barely putting any resistance up. It's nuts. There's a guy I want to call Potato.
Oh, Myron Patios.
Yeah.
I was thinking for a second what the hell you were talking about. Yeah, linebacker Myron Patios.
Yeah, no, he's Potato.
So we were discussing earlier in the last game about our playing careers, and you also played college football. How much time did you get on the field in your freshman year?
I was the starting center.
Okay, so yeah, I was right that he does have. John did get a lot more playing time than Terrors and I got, but
I mean, don't get me wrong. Center was my forte, but I was also a kick-ass defensive tackle. But they didn't have me as a defensive tackle at all.
I was out of position from the minute practice started because I was too short and slow to play my position of training. But for some reason, wide receiver was where I got put because I should have been a tight end, but I wasn't quite tall enough.
They tried me out at tight end, and I've always acknowledged that I have stone hands, so that didn't work out very well. That lasted for all of a week. And that was only in practice. That's because the other guy sucked at snapping the ball. When you got a center, when you got 2 centers, where one rainbows the snap and the other one bullets it back, you typically go with the guy with the bullet.
Yep.
Oh!
Probably a face mask.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. That's because I've gone
the way he was
aggressive.
Joe Krupa.
Onto the aggressive strippage.
That was the thing that wasn't working for me earlier, or in the Bears-Cardinals playoff game.
Hey, look at that tie score
it's-
down there, motherfuckers.
Must be Rams and Eagles. Yep, look at that. And of course, they only have position in their programming to put 2 numbers, so the records are 1-0 and 0-1.
1-0 and 0-1, 1-0.
The Rams are 1-0-1, and the Eagles are 0-1-1. Oh, there's the wind tunnel. Must be getting warm in John M's house. Wind tunnel's back up.
Well, let's turn the chair a little bit.
Clendon Thomas this time with the face mask.
We ain't got nothing to lose. We're only down by 32 points. Gotta take the chances while I can.
It's funny, it says I'm on HT, but I see blurs. Maybe it's because it's live.
Potato!
Kind of glad I did. You sacked me because I was throwing it to where you had 3 defenders and only. So great sack, nice call.
No problem. It's weird to hear somebody say great sack. That's just odd.
Myron Patios, linebacker out of Notre Dame.
Potato.
My laptop would catch up to me here, and he's in his second season, but he didn't play in '62. He made
Your laptop is a potato.
He made the Pro Bowl in '63, playing and starting all 14 games, having 4 interceptions. He is a future Los Angeles Ram and Washington Redskin.
That green son of a bitch.
So Patios will be with the Steelers for 3 years. That you'll have him 63, 4, and 5.
So we're going to call him Potato Salad. By the time he's done that career, he'll be
then he go to the Rams. So he's a future Terrors 89 player as well.
Ooh,
I'm still looking for a guy. I have yet to find anybody that'll play for all 4 of us at any point in their career.
By the way, I remember listening to one of your casts where you were saying that I'm going to leave the Raiders and become the Seahawks in '76. Actually, I'll be leaving the Rams and becoming the Seahawks because they're both in the same division.
Right, yeah. You leave the Raiders
for the Jaguars. Well, actually,
Jaguars.
until I get the Browns back in 1999.
Right.
So I actually have the Raiders for a really long time.
Really long.
In 95, isn't it though? In 95, you're the Jaguars and Browns, so you take a year off from the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then at that point, I leave the Colts to become the Chargers for that 1 year. Then you go back to the Raiders, you'll be the Jaguars and Raiders. I move over to the Ravens until the Browns come back in the league, and then I go back to the Chargers. So we play little musical franchises.
Come on! Are you kidding me?
Oh, right in your hands.
It hit you right in the hands.
Who is number 80? That would be...
No Hands McGee.
Why do you have an 80 on your team? You don't have an 80.
I thought that was 86.
Oh, 80. Yep, it is 86. John Burrell, second-year player out of Notre Dame. What are you doing to these Notre Damers? They're supposed to be good.
I ain't doing nothing to these Notre Damers. They're not doing nothing for me. Sheesh. Ridiculous.
John Henry Johnson still got his 112 yards, putting him up to 312 for the season. I have a feeling Jim Brown's ahead of him.
I do have a feeling Jim Brown is ahead of him. The dude's kind of a beast.
A little bit.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Cleveland 47, Pittsburgh 8.
I've got my, work cut out for me.
Greatest fourth quarter comeback in NFL history is 25 points.
Yeah. Wow.
And that was a full 15-minute quarter.
Yeah. Well, I ain't saying I am. I'm just saying I'm going to try. Oh, I thought he caught that on the ground.
That would have been some Julian Edelman shit had he caught that.
Listen, it's the Steelers. Immaculate reception.
It's also the Steelers where the referees don't call a touchdown when it's a clear touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, but that doesn't happen for another, 4
Jesse
decades,
James.
5 decades.
Yeah. Well, immaculate reception on happened for 9 more years.
Yeah. At least I was closer to that than I am the other crap.
Yeah. Bob gained with the sack. He gains another sack on his record.
Don't break. Allow only 10 total yards. Okay. Did you not see who the other running back is?
John, I don't know who you pissed off karma-wise, but you have had 3 tremendously bad blowouts this season already.
Yeah.
Against one of each of us now.
I just think it's, you know...
Did you kick a baby somewhere?
EA hates me. They're mad I didn't buy their game for a few years. And, yeah.
You bought it last year.
Yeah. Tato is going to come get you. Potato. Running potato. Catch him. Jesus Christ.
I figured you had a run blitz on, so I got out of it.
Yeah, that was a good call. What in the hell?
Wow. You know what? Only because it's the Browns and Steelers is running up the score. Not that you're doing it on purpose, but expected in this rivalry.
I am only scoring because I remember a time where I thought I was winning with 4 minutes left in the game and up by 22. So
yeah, I do not ever hold anything against anybody that keeps the gas pedal down.
I can remember a game between the Steelers and Browns. I believe it was week 1 of '89, in which the Browns, I believe, they beat the Steelers 59-0.
Oh, this is going to be a bad kick.
Oh,
I completely forgot to hit the button.
Well.
And no, I will never ever meanly run up the score. I'm just going to keep trying to score touchdowns until I think I can't lose. And right now, I still think I can lose.
Well, it's 46-point lead.
46-point lead with 7 minutes left. At 5 minutes, maybe I'll relax if he doesn't score again.
Okay, 40 or 54, 46 points. That's what? How many touchdowns?
7.
7.
All right.
So you need a touchdown a minute.
Pretty much. I'd need some pick sixes or scooping scores.
And
what
like
I really need is a solid hit on Brown.
Well, yeah, I'm going to take him out probably.
Yeah, I would say I'd almost think Jim Brown ought to come out.
Oh, come on.
Oh, right to him.
I've thrown like 5, 6 interceptions already.
Well, that's 2 for Fitchner alone that he's caught.
Actually, while he's doing that, I'm going to go like this too and take a look at something. Nelson is like really sitting back. He's slightly better than Knopfsinger.
Well, Nelson's a future Brown who leads them to playoffs. Knopfsinger is nothing.
Oh. We'll go around.
His legend comes from a game in Sack of the Future that he shouldn't have even been in.
Yeah, well, we switched them, so we're going to see how that goes.
Yeah, Jim Brown's done for the day.
We're in modern rules, so the third quarterback rule doesn't matter anymore.
Whoa. What is going on with my defensive line?
Ken Webb.
Third stringer.
This is a former Detroit Lion. He's one of those, there's 2 players on the Browns that wear 34, but Webb plays for him the whole season. So how the hell does that work? I ended up giving the other guy a different number because I couldn't justify having a cut when the guy plays all 12 games. And the other guy plays 9. Skirek.
That's just, yeah. Second and 9.
I will just try and I won't snap the ball until there's like 5 seconds left, so that way the time.
Oh, I know how you. Listen, I don't blame you.
And that's an offensive strategy too, one that I love to use. Like Phantom even said in our chat earlier that one of the annoying things about me is I can wipe a whole quarter out in one drive.
Well, that's how I treated that first season playing against you guys, was the 1990 New York Giants trying to end the game from the first kickoff.
Yeah. You know what? That's actually where I learned it.
Sorry, I had to call.
That's where I learned that game. Watching the Bills lose to the Giants in the Super Bowl, I adapted that as part of my routine. In fact, once against Tex in college, we were tied at half, 7-7. He was the Eagles, I was the Falcons. He kicked off to me. We were playing 5-minute quarters. He never got the ball. I had a 10-minute drive that ended as the game ended with me kicking the field goal. Win 10-7.
I've heard people complain about that, but it's a strategy, and it's football. The whole point is have more points than the other guy when the clock gets to 0. You know.
Yep. And he threw the controller and he threw the controller and walked out of the room. And he come back later. He apologized. He said that was a damn good strategy, but boy, I couldn't stop you because I would get to third down every time, and I was taking the full 40-second clock off, and then I would convert third downs.
Right.
And it was just one of those. It was the perfect drive.
If you can't stop the conversion, then you're gonna, pay for it.
Yep.
And that's the thing, right? Like right now, I got a 3rd and 12. If I can't stop him here, which appears to almost be the case, because he's got phenomenal running back right now. Both of them even. He's got a hell of a stable going on right now. But I'm not going to call a timeout because, I should really just do it just because, let's face it, I ain't going to win this game no matter what.
No.
It'd have to be a complete and utter, what's the word I'm looking for? Not failure, but complete collapse.
I would not have to touch the ball in offense again. You would have to score a touchdown and get every onside kick for the next 4 minutes.
Pretty much.
Because that field goal now makes it a 49-point game. So 7 touchdowns, and then somewhere in there you would need to get a 2-point conversion or go to overtime.
And that's just for overtime.
But you're down to 4:23, so now you're looking at 2 touchdowns per minute.
Right. Like this would have to go back, or at the very least, the next play would have to result in a score.
And I know you're. I kind of feel horrible now that I'm looking at it. It's like, why did you throw the ball? I should not.
Because of your history. If you hadn't had that Giants-Cowboys game, you wouldn't have. You would have ran the ball. But because of that Giants-Cowboys game and the fact that he did what he did to you, you don't feel comfortable. I've played in games against him even before Sack the Future where I had a 20-some-odd point lead, and the next thing you know, the game's tied and he's got the ball. I'm like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, I mean, you are phenomenal at that. So
I've done it a couple times in my life. I did it in that AFC title game in '60.
That's where I take the chances.
And I did it this morning on the Blast in the Past, but it was only 14 points.
how many interceptions have you thrown this game? I mean, I want to see.
Every quarterback has now thrown one.
I was going to say every quarterback's thrown at least one.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, my defensive line is just terrible right now.
Well, I would imagine that they're all probably red. Are they all red? Because I've had the ball most of this quarter.
It's not really showing me there. I guess maybe it would have to show me in.
You are a lot weaker on defensive line than the Steelers were in '62, because Big Daddy died, and what else? The other guy, Ernie Stotner's not a regular starter anymore. So you got Lou Michaels, Frank Atkinson, Joe Krupa, and John Baker are the regular starters. You might be starting Stotner just because of Stotner, but he's not as young as he was. He's retired on us twice already in this game.
Yeah. It was the first down. No. My defense just couldn't stop Brown. Right from the beginning.
I some nights when I'm running the ball, my reactions are quick and I see stuff, and other nights I'm not. And tonight I could see everything. And Jim Brown was running over guys.
Oh my God, he was just nuts. Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I mean, yes, sucks because I look like a JV squad, but it is what it is.
All right,
well, you guys
no play till the end of the.
Plenty of opportunities against each other again. This is I almost consider games like this, the 34-0 Bears Oilers game, the 45-7 was it 45-7 Oilers Packers game is aberrations. That's not the regular, that's not going to be the norm. We're going to be more likely to go 2017, 28-10, something like that. But this is going to happen to all of us. It's happened to me. It's happened to you. It's happened to Tears. Yeah. When you're on the other end of it, it sucks. But when you're on the winning end of it, you just enjoy it while you can, because it ain't going to happen next week.
I would assume whoever the Browns play next week,
you got the
miserable.
Yeah, you got the Cowboys Bears in week 3. I don't know how the Cowboys relate to the Browns, but I don't foresee it getting like this. That Bears squad is unbelievable.
Wow.
I can't.
Oh, yes, you can.
I'm sorry.
You're at the 2-yard line.
I
You're
know.
gonna fart and get across it.
Right now, fantasy owners who have Ken Webb on their team, they didn't start him anyway, so they're not pissed.
Right. The third string guy, I don't think they started him. The only people who might be upset are the guys the overs, and we haven't reached it yet at Vegas.
Right. What's the over-under? And yeah, right. Holy shit. Oh. The Jets covered. The Chargers were a 19-point favorite, and the Jets, they've only won by 7.
Oh.
You know what'd be funny is if we found out one of our viewers was a gambler in Vegas betting on these games.
They have a problem if they're betting on us.
Yeah.
They have a serious problem. Get help. Get help now. With that Michael Jordan meme, get help. Stop. Get help.
Just stop.
You need help.
Get help. Because we suck. Man, there were people betting on. You could bet on anything, dude. I remember, what was it, last year? Wasn't there an article about, what the hell was it? Had to do with the death list or something like that.
Oh yeah, there is
celebrities dying or something.
There is. It's been around. That celebrity death list has been around for decades. It's a run in England, and I haven't looked at it in several years. But let's take a look at the death list 2019. This is going to get us some views.
Oh, I'm sure.
6 out of the top 50 have died. Let's see if they're red. They're dead. Herman Walk, whoever that is.
Herman Woke? Yeah,
he
he
number
wrote
2 likely.
Winds of War.
Doris Day was number 9. She's dead. Gordon Banks came in at number 19. Bob Hawke was 23. And John McCrarick, horse racing pundit, was 42. And the number 50, Johnny Clegg, musician. So 6 out of 50. The number 1, Kirk
has anybody
Douglas,
got the 60
years
points?
old.
Anybody got the 60 points in a human versus human game?
No,
I don't believe so.
I think this is the highest, definitely.
John, do you mind if I go for it?
Go for it, bub.
All right.
I have absolutely no problem with records being set against me.
2017 holds the list for most deaths as 17 of 50 died.
Just keep in mind, I'm capable of blocking.
I know. That's fine.
There you go.
1 second.
1 second left on the clock. Now the flash comes in. I score 8 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get in your onside kick mode. Oh, that's right. You know what? Last time I did this, it was still this game still gave you that second. So,
Yeah.
That John Elway's quarterback in the 80s for the Nintendo, and you could run super fast on that reverse play.
there we go.
God, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It was a good game. I mean, Brown blew it up.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
That guy
3 more
greased his
years.
knees and...
Well, Ed Brown getting knocked out hurt you too, because let's face it.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of curious to see how many interceptions he had as a team.
Oh my God, it had...
I want to say at least
There
6.
was also a fumble too, wasn't there?
Yes.
I want to say it was like 7 or 8 turnovers.
I think
One
Buddy
of them being a
Parker, Buddy Parker, the head coach of the Steelers, if this were real, might get fired.
Yeah,
I know
wouldn't doubt it.
Art Rooney's not typically the guy to do things like that, but this, yeah.
If there's a defensive coordinator, you have to 400 yards rushing.
Yeah, 8
today.
turnovers. So I think Brown had 5 interceptions. The other dude there, Nosferatu or whatever the hell, had like 3. And the last guy had 2 or whatever.
Just real quick, before you guys end the broadcast, in real life, the Pittsburgh Steelers and Cleveland Browns played twice. On October 5th, the Browns won 35-23, and on November 10th, the Steelers won 9-7, and you will play twice.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see here. I'm going to go look at the breakdown real quick.
3 interceptions for Brown, 3 for Knopfsinger, 1 for Nelson.
Let's go to the Steelers. Yeah, 3-1. Yep. Brownie, Nosferatu, and Nelson. Yeah.
Nosferatu.
Frank
Righty
Ryan,
then.
8 of 9, 105 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Sheesh. 88% completion.
Jim Brown, 20 carries, 316 yards,
God damn.
15.8 yards per carry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to get rushing title this year again. I think the only way anybody competes against him is not playing directly against him.
Yeah. John Henry Johnson, in the 14 games that you're not playing him, you better get a lot of yards.
Right.
Jim Brown had 3 touchdowns all in the first half.
Well, it's good to know I slowed him down.
Are you wishing he got mandated now?
No. Like, as much as I enjoy the extra money, I'm not a big fan of overtimes.
Me either. Yeah, I don't. I haven't worked it in 3 years.
Oh, hey, let me go see. Let's go see how long my injuries are.
Oh, yeah. I should go look at that, too.
You
4
guys
games.
podcast still going, or are you done?
Mine's done.
I will get out right now. Hey, come back again, and hopefully we'll be still on, and this will be fun, and, bye.